Hi, my dear students. I'm welcoming you to the QBD classes. And today we are discussing the problem number 6. Calculate Carl Pearson Carl Pearson coefficient of correlation expenditure from the following data. Correlation coefficient here. Calculate the correlation coefficient from the following data. Here they given the data here. They given the data of two factors. That is, the first one is price. The first one they are given data is price, and the second one they are given data is demand. First one is the price and second one is the demand. Here these two is given. Price is given in rupees. Price is given in rupees and demand they are given in thousands. See, 20 means 20,000, 19 means 19,000, 17 means 17,000. Here they given the two data here, data series, that is the price and demand. Here we consider they are not given which one is the X, which one is the Y. So therefore we are assuming that price is X, price is X, and demand is Y. Price is X and demand is Y. So here price. So price we have to be considered here. What is the price they are given? So in this X series, price is 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So how many values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 values. They are given in the number of values. How much the number of values? Number of values is 9. Number of values is 9. Here demand. Demand in thousands. Demand in thousands they given. Here they given 20, 19, again 19, 17, 17, 16, again 16, 15, and then finally they given 14. This is also 9 values. The number of values is 9. So therefore, in this problem, what we need to calculate here, or what we need to find out here, Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation, or correlation coefficient we needs to calculate. So after that, see the solution. First you write down the heading called as, write down the heading, computation of Carl Pearson's, computation of Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation, or correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient. First of all, you should write down the series they are given, X series and Y series. So you write down the X series. Write down the X series. What are the X series values here? They are given in the problem. They given in the problem. See the problem. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. After that, write down the Y series here. Write down the Y series here. So what is the Y series? 20, they given in the problem. 20, 19, 19, 17, 17, 16, 16, 15, 14. So when we are applying the formula, we need to find out first which formula we are applying here. Either we are applying direct method formula or indirect method formula. So before applying the formula, now we are deciding what is the mean value. What is the mean value of the X series and what is the mean value of the Y series. So therefore, you should total the X series. That is what we called as sum of X series. The sum of X series total is 225. The sum of X series total is 225. Once again, you calculate here 21 plus 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Here, when we are sum up the or adding total X series here 225. This is the sigma X or X series total is 225. After that, do it in Y series also. Do this in Y series also. How much we get in the Y series? When sum of the Y series or Y values 20 plus 19 plus 19 plus 17 plus 17 and plus 16, then plus 16, 15, 14, how much we get? 153. How much we get? 153. This is the sum total of Y series. This is the sum total of Y series, that is indicating in the sigma. Sigma is nothing but sum. Sum means total. Sum means total. The total value of Y series equals sigma Y equals 153. Sigma Y equals 153. Do this in the mean calculations. X bar means X series mean value. What is the formula here? They given the formula sigma x divided by n. Sigma x divided by n. What is the sigma x value? 225. What is the sigma x value here? 225. And the number of values, is 9. The number of values is 9. When we are dividing these 225 divided by 9, the sigma, yes, sorry, the mean value of the X series or X bar, how much we get? 25. The 25 is the X series mean value. Do this in the Y series also. The Y bar means mean value of the Y series. So Y bar equals sigma Y divided by N. Y bar equals sigma Y divided by N. What is the sigma Y value? The sigma Y value is 153. The sigma Y value is 153. What is the number of values here? 9. The number of values here 9 means the Y bar equals 17 is nothing but it is a 153 divided by, when we are dividing the 153 with the value of the 9, we getting the 17. This is the mean value of the Y series. Y bar equals 17. How much the Y series mean value here? 17. See in these answers, mean value of the X and mean value of the Y, or X bar and Y bar, we are not getting the fractions. We are not getting the fractions. We getting the exact round value. We getting the exact round value. See in the X bar 25. Exact we getting the 25. There is no fractions here. If it is in fraction, we are applying the shortcut method or indirect method. There is no fraction means we are applying the direct method. What is the formula of the direct method here? What is the formula of the direct method here? Correlation coefficient, it represented in the small r. Correlation coefficient, it represented in the small r equals sigma dx dy. Sigma dx dy divided by root sigma dx square into sigma dy square. So this is the formula of the direct method. So this formula is applied when we are not getting the fractions. When we are getting the round value, we are applying this formula. That is the direct method formula. Now we have to be moving on table. In this table, the next columns, see in the next columns, dx, dy and dx square, then dy square, then dx dy. dx dy. So this 3 is, this 5 is very, very important columns here. Dx, what is the x value? What is the mean value of the x series is? The mean value of the x series is 25. The mean value of the x series is 25. Here, when we are taking into consideration the x series only. Here, x series, what is the x series value? 21. 21 minus 25, how much we get? Minus 4. Why? Because minus, when we are subtracting the values of the x minus x bar here, the x value is the 21 and the mean value of the x series is 25. What is the differentiation we getting here? Minus 4. Why? Because the highest value symbol is there minus. Therefore, how much we get? Minus 4. Then 22 minus 25 we get there minus 3, and 23 minus 25 we get the minus 2, and 24 minus 25 we get the minus 1. 25 minus 25 means there is no symbol here. It indicates there, it has a plus symbol. Plus 25 minus 25 we getting the answer called as 0. And plus 26 minus 25 we getting the plus 1, and plus 27 minus 25 we get the 2, and plus 28 minus 25 we get the 3. 29 plus 29 and minus 25 we getting the 4. So these are all values we called as, it is a dx values, differentiation in the x series. Differentiation in the x series. What is the values of the dx here? Minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These values we are getting in the dx column. After that, do it in the dy column also. Do it in the dy column also. What is the dy here? Y series mean value. What is the y series mean value here? Y series mean value is 17. Y series mean value is 17. So here, take it is the Y series. Take down here. Now consider the Y series here. So here, 20 minus 17. How much we get? 3. So 20 minus 17, how much we get? 3. And 19 minus 17, we get the 2. 19 minus 17, we get the 2. And plus 17 minus 17, when we are subtracting here, we getting the answer 0. After that, this minus 17 plus 17, we getting the answer called as 0. After that, plus 16 minus 17, we getting the answer minus 1. Why it minus 1? Because of the highest value symbol is minus. Because of the highest value symbol is minus, therefore we get the answer minus 1. After that, 16 minus 17 minus 1, and plus 15 minus 2. So plus 15 minus 17 means here we get the answer minus 2. After that, 14 minus 17, we get the answer called as minus 3. Here, the dy column, so these are the values we are called as dy. These are the values we are called as dy. This is what we called as differentiation in the y series. After that, dx square column. When we are calculating the dx square column, you should multiply the dx column, dx values. You should multiply the dx values. What is the dx values here? Minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You should multiply this. We getting the dx square. Means minus 4 into minus 4. We getting the plus 16. Why? Because minus into minus, it indicates the plus. Minus 4 into minus 4, we getting the answer called as 16. And minus 3 into minus 3, we getting the 9, that is plus 9. And 2 into 2, 4, 1 into 1, 1, 0 into 0, 0, 1 into 1, 1, 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9, 4 4s are 16. See, these are all values what we called as dx square values. When we are sum up these values, when we are adding these values 16, 9, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4, 9, 16, when we are adding all these values, how much we get? We get the 60. How much we get? We get the 60. This is called as sigma dx square. This is called as sigma dx square. So the 60, it is the sum of value of the dx square column. After that, move up on a next column here, dy square. Next column here, dy square. This is also do as like the dx column. As like the dx column here, dy. See in the dy, so 3 into 3, how much we get? 9. 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, and 0 into 0, 0, 0 into 0, 0, minus in 1 into minus 1, we get the plus 1, and minus 1 into minus 1, we get the 1, and 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9. So these are all we should sum up this column. When we are sum up or totaling this column, how much we get? Sigma dy square equals 32. What is the total value of the dy square? Dy square total value is 32. So it indicates in the sigma dy square. So it indicates the sigma dy square equals how much we get the value? 32. After the next column, we are moving on here, dx dy. What it means? Dx dy means dx into dy. We are multiplying the dx column with the dy column. When we are multiplying the dx column with the dy column, here you should multiply minus 4 into plus 3. How much we get? Minus 12. Minus 3 into 2, how much we get? Minus 6. Minus 2 into 2, how much we get? Minus 4. 1 into 0, 0. 0 into 0, 0. 1 into minus 1, minus 1. 2 into minus 1, minus 2. 3 into minus 2, minus 6. 4 into minus 3, 12. So when we are sum up this column here, how much we get? The value called as minus 43. That is the value here, minus 43. The value here minus 43. This indicates the sigma dx dy is minus 43. This indicates the sigma dx dy is minus 43. Minus 43. After these values, we should move up on the formula. You should apply all the values based on the formula. Here, what is the value of sigma dx dy? The sigma dx dy value is minus 43. Sigma dx dy value is minus 43. What is the value of the sigma dx square is 60. Sigma dy square is 32. Minus 43 divided by root square root 60 into 32. 60 into 32 minus 43. When we are multiplying the 60 into 32, how much we get? We get 1920 square root 1920. Put it as in a same form, and minus 43 divided by, when we are removing the square root, we get the answer called as 43 minus 81. What is the answer here? 43 minus 43.81. When we are dividing this, minus 43 divided by plus 43.81, how much we get? The answer called as correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient equals minus 0.98. You should see in the table or the interpretation columns what comment we have given here. The comment is therefore the high degree negative correlation. The high degree negative correlation. Why? Because the value here negative. Therefore, it is a negative relationship between the two data points. This is about the sixth problem. After that, we are moving on the seventh problem here. You should do this in a same form. There is no differentiation in the seventh problem. It is same as sixth problem. So they given the two data points called as income and expenditure. You should do this and send me in a WhatsApp group.